Man, we waited 2 years for an FOV slider, and we finally fucking got one. Let's go.
Let them know I can never be late. CEO, bitch. Pull up in the gold I'm leading.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's gonna be another quick one today. I'm going over the best Warzone settings you should be using for PlayStation 4. We're just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna cover graphics, audio, and sensitivity. We'll save the sensitivity for the last because there's a couple of other things I want to touch on with that. But let's just jump right into it. Graphics. All right, I am using the on-demand texture streaming. I have played with it off and on. It does seem like it gives it a little bit of a better performance if you have it off. So if you're having performance issues, maybe toggle that one off. However, I like it on because I like my game to look good. And it looks pretty decent with that. Motion blur and weapon motion blur. Make sure you have those turned off. Film grain, turn that all the way down. That just it literally says in the description, adjust the strength of the visual noise. There's just extra visual crap in there that you don't want, so turn that one off. Depth of field is going to blur out anything that you're not focused on when you're ADS. And so if you turn that off, it can also help you with just visual clarity in general. This one, fidelity effects CAS. Okay, I do find that the game looks a little bit better with this turned on. However, I do have it turned down to 50. Full strength. It's like a sharpening thing on the game. It makes the image a little bit more sharp, but if you have it set to 100, it looks kind of crappy for me. So I turn that down to halfway and it seems to be decent. Let's talk about the field of view slider. I have waited 2 years for this son of a, and I got it cranked all the way up because I want to see everything. So I'm playing on 120. That one's probably personal preference for you guys. If 120 is too wide for you, you don't like it, whatever, set it to whatever you want to. That's what I'm using though, 120. Third person FOV I also have cranked up to 90. And let's talk about these two real quick. The camera movement, you want to cut that down to 50 at least. I think that's about it. Brightness is preference, and safe area depends on your own monitor. Let's talk about audio real quick. I'm using the headphones audio mix. I have seen people using the headphone bass boost and saying that's pretty good for like footsteps and stuff. I also heard cinema was decent. I haven't tried either of those. I just went straight with headphones and it seems to be decent for me. Also, another big tip real fast, turn off your music volume. That can actually help you identify like footstep sounds, gunshot sounds, stuff like that in game, whereas you might not be able to hear it otherwise because you got music playing. Let's also talk about the voice chat real quick. I wanted to touch on something. Please adjust your mic recording threshold. If you have a homie that can help you with this, that would be very beneficial. Turn this down until you start cutting out, because when it's turned all the way up, it's all the way open, meaning we can hear everything. So, and when we load into a game, we don't want to hear your whole house. So respectfully, please adjust that one. We love you. Voice chat volume, I actually have turned out to 30 because voice chat volume is super loud in this game. So I felt like that was a little too low when I played with this. I might cut that. Let's cut that up to 40. We'll leave it on there. You can test your microphone if you need to. Check. You hear it? Yep. That's your microphone volume. You can turn yourself down or up if you need to. And everything else is preference, I believe. There you go. And let's go ahead and talk about sensitivity really quick, you guys. I'll show you all my settings here real fast. I am using default button layout. It says custom because I was going to try to adjust the setting, but that setting's not there. So it's still default. Controller vibration, turn that off. I find that when I'm like trying to quick scope or maintain a steady aim at distance or something like that, the controller buzzing in my hand literally just kind of throws off my ability to control my stick a little bit. So I have that turned off. My sensitivity, I'm using 17, 15, and 1 for the ADS sensitivity multiplier. Aim down sight behaviors, hold. This one I didn't really touch. I just left that on that. I use automatic sprint instead of automatic tactical sprint because I like a little bit greater control over my sprint to fire. I use hold on the equipment behavior and tap to interact. And then also set armor play behavior to apply all. Might as well. You can always cancel out of that animation if you need to. Okay, let's talk about this really quick too. I wanted to touch on the sensitivity. That's why I saved it for the last. This can serve as a good baseline for you guys to figure out your own sensitivity, but every controller is very different. Every controller feels different when you use it. The connections between the sticks and the little thingy inside are different. Every controller is different, so your sensitivity is going to be different. And it also depends on your play style and your preference. This is what I use. I have a lower vertical sense because I find that aiming up and down is not as important as aiming left and right. And I like to have a little bit of a buffer there so that my up and down aim is slower. I'm trying to be centered on head level or chest level at all times. So like I really don't want to be varying from that too much. The other thing I want to touch on sensitivity is where did it go? Oh, it's down here. Dead zones. Okay, I am on 2 and 10 for my movement stick, 2 on my aim stick. The way you determine your dead zone, you guys, is jump into a match, cut it all the way to 0, and you'll see some stick drift going on and stuff and whatnot. If you don't have any stick drift, your cursor's not moving on 0, leave it on 0. You're good. If you're noticing stick drift, cut it up by one at a time until that stick drift stops. It should be not moving when you're not touching your stick, and only move when you do touch your stick. That makes sense. 2 is that sweet spot for me, so that's what I'm using. Basically, you want that setting as low as possible. Okay, that's about it. There's one other thing I wanted to touch on. Where is it? Target aim assist. I use default. Also, Black Ops aim assist is a little bit broken right now, at least in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. I don't know if that actually applies to Warzone or not, but it might be. So I don't know. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you can. I use default just because that's what I'm used to. But all right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something from it, and hopefully the game's running smoothly for you and you're enjoying Warzone 2. I sure am. Thanks for watching. Drop a like for me if the video helped you out at all. Make sure you subscribe too, because we've got all kinds of content coming your way. And come check us out on twitch.tv/BigSkinnySlim tonight, right after you see this video, because we'll be live. Okay, love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.